Yeah, so when you do something in life, you always go into it first time and you really don't know where you're going to end up. But going back into it the second time shows that you had some definite learning experiences, and you know you'll improve upon it in the next time. So what happened in your second movie?
The second film was more of a entertainer. Let's say, leave your brains at home. In fact, our tagline was non-stop nonsense. You know, we were that blatant about it.
Okay. And so that worked?
It worked because it was written by Crazy Mohan, who's a fantastic writer.
Yeah.
And, you know, comedy means Crazy Mohan. And, you know, we had a very young team, and, you know, it was basically it was a treasure hunt. The film was a treasure hunt in a very comedic way. And we had fantastic actors.
So what is the movie called?
It's called Kolakolaya Mundrika.
Okay. And your star and your cast?
It had Karthik, who's the typical American Maapale.
Okay.
And we had Shika, who is a new girl from Kannada. And then we had Jairam sir, who was fantastic to work with. I mean, his comedy timing is amazing.
He's a byword for comedy in Kerala at least.
And he played a bumbling cop in the film, and that character was written specifically for him, with him in mind. And you know, it was an ensemble cast. Like we had.
Does it make a difference when you hire all these actors and actresses who don't speak the language? Do you think? I mean, like, I don't know, your heroine, was she okay in Tamil?
She was a Kannada speaking heroine, but I always insist that my actresses know how to speak Tamil even before they come on shoot.
So
even
you won't be able to cast all these models from Delhi?
No, I will be able to, because I insist that they do like a month-long training in Tamil before
That's
they come
a super
here.
crash course in learning a language.
No, but I think, it's not important. It's about wanting to do that hard work. I think if you're willing to do that hard work, it's not difficult at all. The reason being, they don't need to be able to speak the language. They need to
just
understand.
Get that right. Or get
they
their
need to
lines
understand
right.
the lines right. And more important than just their lines, I prefer to work with somebody who can get the opposite actor's lines right, because they need to react to that.
True.
You can't just say your lines and expect
So
things
did
to
you
go
have
place.
two cameras running so you can catch their expressions as it goes, or was it a single camera?
It was a single camera.
So why don't people just go and put 3 cameras and be done with it instead of shooting the same things over and over again?
I think it costs a lot more.
Not in digital days.
Well, not now. That's true.
Yeah,
but both my films were shot on film.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you look back at that, you could have saved another
Definitely. My
bundle.
next film I'm shooting on digital. So I think that's the way to go now.
Yeah. I mean, there are no labs left to start with.
Exactly.
So when you went to distribute your film, which a lot of people would, I'm sure you guys out there would like to hear about this. This entire thing, was it through a central agency, one party who took it and then distributed, or you went and made your individual deals with different exhibitors?
It definitely has to be with individual. There's no like a central system where
it doesn't
somebody
work
can
that
do
way.
it for you, because unless you're selling it to a company like the distributors right now, where you're making your film and then you're selling it outright to somebody, and then it's their problem or their headache to distribute it, unless you're doing it in that model.
And even they will have to go on to smaller
but
parties.
they already have contacts set in place, right?
That's their main function.
That's their main function.
Okay.
So that is one way to do it. But the other way would be to go and distribute to go and talk to exhibitors and distributors.
And you did that?
Well, yes, me and my team, and the PRO that we had, we kind of did it.
You actually traveled, met all these distributors in different
No,
areas?
not necessarily. Like we would do it on the phone, and I think for them, what's most important is they ask you for stills of the film, and then some of them ask you to play songs from the film. I think that's what they use to judge more than the scenes themselves.
Oh, okay.
So then you give them stills and you give them visuals.
They don't need to hear it. Some parts of it.
Some of them
samples.
do. Some of the bigger distributors wanted to see the film, and we had a screening for them. But it depends from person to person. Now that you're 2 films old, then when you say that it's a Madhumita's film, then they know a certain thing, how it works.
Okay.
But when you're still new, then you still need to convince them, bring them on board, and have them watch the film.
And you used reasonably well-known people in your first flick.
Yes.
And then you went into a more of a theatre-based crowd, from what I can understand.
No, it was both. I think the lead in the first film was Mr. Parthiban, which was, the whole known factor.
Yes.
But in the second film, we also had a lot of known faces. But the lead was, I didn't need, because it was about a small-time con, the film. So it didn't need a big actor for it.
So you need a nice ensemble cast.
I'm sorry, it didn't need a big star for it.
Okay.
So
that's how it worked.
Yeah.
And your next project, whatever?
I'm working on a very small budget film, and we are hoping to go into shoot in October. It's again a comedy drama, and that is a Tamil-Telugu bilingual right now. But I'm also pitching another Hindi film, which is all under wraps, Hush Hush.
All right.
And then hopefully that will start beginning next year.
This film is going to take you at least 6 months to finish?
No, we're hoping to release in December. I'm very quick that way.
Oh, that's fast.
Yeah, I shoot very quick. I'm very planned. I work. We spend more time doing pre-production than in the actual shoot.
Do you do all those things that they say in the movies? I mean, they say in the books that they sit around a table and you read and you read till everybody gets it right.
Yes, we do.
So
we do rehearsals.
Yeah.
And I think the advantage that I've had is that the actors that I've worked with so far have all cooperated to have rehearsals and not.
That's very important. They won't find time. If you take a big star, that will be another big problem.
Which is why so far I have not worked with big stars, and the actors that I've worked with have been very cooperative in the sense.
So do you have plans of making something, or do you want to, or you're just quite happy just doing exactly?
I don't think my plan is more about it has to be with a big star. Okay. I think mine is about what stories do I have to tell and who's going to fit in it. Simple as that.
So Madhumita, lovely talking to you, and thanks for coming, and I hope your next film is another blockbuster.
Thank you.